Some of you heard this morning, most of you I imagine, but some of you didn't. So I beg the indulgence of those who heard it before. I will model type of presentation. Pure love, education. Father Moon said, the most serious social problems are youth and family breakdown. The most serious social problems. So if we can solve the youth problems and solve the family problems, we can actually solve most of the social problems. So my question to young people, and I ask this all the time, do you want love or do you want marriage? Because you know the answer. But usually love will dominate and often you'll get mixed answers. So then you tell them, if you're not clear on this point, then we will not be able to solve the problem. So we have to be clear. And then I put this picture here. Do you know this group? The Beatles, right? Yes. This is the most famous music group in history. And they wrote a song called Summer of Love. It became the anthem of the hippie movement. And you heard it. I don't have a wire, but I'll just use my mic. Of it. So I put that there because it's kind of entertaining, it's music. It kind of wakes people up, grabs their attention. And then I ask the question, all you need is love, because that's what is being sold in the movie industry, the music industry. Just love, and that's enough. And then I say, really? And they go, yes! And then, then they're shocked. Really? Why not? And that's the next question. Why? The common theme, the common thinking is we just have love. Love is all we need. If we love each other, isn't that enough? And the answer is very simple. Love without marriage, then it's going to create chaos. I can love anyone. I can love the animals. Whoa, wow, that's really crazy. Right? Don't say it, but anyway, it's like water has, destructive because there's no dam, it breaks, it floods. And it can be very damaging and very destructive. So we don't want that. But we turn it around and we say also, marriage without love is dry and lifeless. Nobody wants that either. Because that's like a dam without water. There's no life, there's no fish. You can't go boating, you can't go water skiing, you can't do anything. So we don't want either one of them, actually. So what is the solution? Both. That's the, it's like public and private. You need both. Some things are public and some things are private. Do you want love or marriage? Asking the same question again. After this little bit of education, yes, the answer is both. Okay, well, then the next question is, how do you get married? If you had time, the better question is, why do you get married? But we don't have time. Usually you got 20 minutes, and then you want to go into the pledge. But why do you get married? Marriage is the public declaration of the exclusive relationship. This is my wife, means two things. Don't touch. This is my wife. And I won't touch you. I'm faithful. So the public commitment creates the culture of honoring the institution of marriage so that we don't cheat, we don't misuse love. How do you get married? The next slide. Well, there's a ceremony for marriage. Every religion honors marriage. Wow. They have different ceremonies, but they all honor marriage. And even in our movement, we have a ceremony to honor marriage. So we go over that because we don't have much time. But the real question, how do you create love? And in that, we go into the Pure Love Pledge. That's the lead into the Pure Love Pledge. And we talk about 8 points within the Pure Love Pledge. This is the shortened version. We don't have the 5 other points. So one thing you need to do is be sure that you're using the same. What you have on the screen and what they read later is the same. You have to be there early and check it out. And we go through each one. The love between a man and a woman is a sacred gift from God. Say it strongly. It's a sacred gift from God. And then emphasize it. Sacred gift from God. You will see in all of these slides, I'm using the flag and the map of the Philippines. I want to create the feeling of patriotism, that purity of patriotism that comes later. I've done this purposely. Then, fatherhood teaches that God endowed human beings with a portion of responsibility. This is the main difference between human beings and the rest of creation. So if we understand and fulfill our responsibility, we can be truly human. The fullness of humanity comes out in this, fulfilling our responsibility. And you can look, in the past, scientists were asking, what is the difference between human beings and animals? Scientists are looking for that, and they thought, well, maybe it's social networks. But no, animals also have social networks. And they thought, well, maybe it's languages, but animals have languages. And the honeybee, when it dances, it's a language. The porpoises talk to each other. The birds sing warnings when danger comes. For a long time, people thought using tools was uniquely human. But go to Discovery Channel and look. Animals use tools. And there's 2 examples that I've seen. One is, it's the bird takes a stick in its beak, and then it will fly to a mud pond and get mud on the stick, and then come back and use the stick with the mud to make a home. The stick is a tool. There are other examples as well. Anyway. So the point is, responsibility makes us human. And you can tell that we are not animals. We are animals. But with responsibility, we become truly human. The best of human nature comes out. And what is a responsibility? 2 things. To create good character. We are responsible to create our character. And to create true love. And those 2 are connected together. Good character is the next one. The love between a man and a woman for the sake of building good character. Wow. The love between a man and a woman will build good character. You emphasize it. Good character. Yes. Inside everyone's heart, they want to be good, but they're not clear what is goodness. Fatherhood says goodness is living for the sake of others. This is goodness. The opposite, live for myself, it's selfish. So goodness and selfishness are not the same, they're opposite. But this principle or this concept is already in all of the religions. In the Bible, let no one seek his own good, but the good of his neighbor. Don't seek your own goodness, the good of your neighbor. Whoever seeks to gain his life will lose it, Jesus taught. But whoever loses his life will preserve it. This is Father's favorite Bible verse. I remember reading many, many of Father's speeches. And this came out all the time. This is where he got live for the sake of others. If you seek to gain your life, you will lose it. Spiritually, selfishness will kill you. Then, choose, according to time, one or two. In the Philippines, you should at least always include the Islamic scripture. But you may have Hindus. Sacrifice performed by those who desire no reward. This is the nature of goodness. I sacrifice, but I don't benefit from my sacrifice. Somebody else does. Then I'm good. Wow. It's so clear. The Quran. Do not expect in giving any increase. You have to pause to make it clear. Do not expect, pause, in giving any increase for yourself. Live for the sake of others. Buddhism. Selfish people certainly do not go to heaven. But noble men find joy in generosity, joy in giving. Living for others makes you happy. To nourish the mind, there is nothing better than to make your desire few. Confucius said, you want a healthy mind? Don't be selfish. A selfish mind is unhealthy. That's what he's telling us. So our struggle is not outside, it's inside. Filial piety is a root of goodness, Confucius. Living for others for the sake of my parents. So, in the Talmud, all men are responsible for one another. Not just for myself, I can do whatever I want. You are responsible for others. And in the Sikh tradition, this may be too much. You don't need all of these. And then just hide this side. One who serves and seeks no payment finds union with the Lord. Wow. Every religion. So the logic is this. How do you build good character? Purity is a sacrifice. You're controlling yourself. You're making a sacrifice. Sacrificing for others is good. We just saw that. All religions teach that. Purity is good. Simple logic. Purity builds good character because it is a sacrifice. Simple, right? Next one. The love between a man and a woman, you can build a loving family. Wow, really? How do you build a loving family? We just have sex. No, we just have sex. We can have sex. No. The love between a man and a woman. How do you build true love? What is the foundation for true love? And it's simple. It's living for others. So living for others is the basis to create true love. What is living for others? Lose your life to preserve it. Seek your neighbor's good. Sacrifice without reward. Give without expectation. Joy and generosity. Make your desire pure and delay gratification. So, Father talks about 4 loves learned in the family. But love is living for others. So let's see how it works. Parent, I live for the sake of my children. Children, I live for the sake of my parents. and they create love. You live for yourself, you cannot create love. Two loves, the parental love and the filial love, the children's love. Again, brother, live for the sake of my sister. Sister, I live for the sake of my brother. And you create siblings love. Husband, live for the sake of my wife. Wife, live for the sake of my husband, not my own happiness. I want my husband to be happy before I am happy. I want my children to be happy before I am happy. That creates love. So Father's motto is, wow, the foundation to create love. The love between a man and a woman, you can create a healthy society. In this case, we look at the relationship between man and woman, parents and children, sorry. And it's when we learn to live for the sake of others in this relationship, this living for the sake of others. What is it? It develops good character in children. It develops mind-body unity in children. Filial piety in the relationship. This develops good character. But it doesn't stop. You create a loving family. I live for the sake of my parents. Then that family lives for the sake of the community. How? They pay taxes. And they're law-abiding. They obey by the law, and they pay taxes. Community lives for the sake of the nation.